Hello, this is Brian Foster on Kardec Radio, presenting the program Spiritism and the Spirit World Around Us.
Hello, everybody, on a Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, all times in between and around the world. Tonight, we're bringing you another program, episode 4 of the Appearances of Christ in the Spirit Realm. This is an exciting topic because we're seeing through the writings of the Reverend G. Vale Owen, we're seeing an aspect of Christ, of Jesus, that we have never seen before. And that is how does he manifest himself? What does he do? How are things seen with Jesus Christ in the spirit realm? We know him on earth, but we see him in a whole different light on the other side. Tonight, also, I want to make sure we're here on Kardec Radio, the Facebook site, streaming live. There are many other people here on Kardec Radio that have live streaming. Vanessa has only many times she'll live stream, many more times than I and others. And so I would hope to tell everybody to tell your friends to join Kardec Radio Facebook site and put the app of Kardec Radio on your phone, your Android or your Apple device. You can just look up in the App Store, look up Kardec, Kardec Radio, and you can download that app for free, and you can listen to Kardec Radio 24 hours a day. It's all programs on Spiritism. It's very enlightening. I listen to it constantly. It's excellent, and you can learn a lot. And then also you can see here on my Facebook site, on my live stream, you can, if you want to learn more about Spiritism, you can, first of all, I recommend for everybody, this is the headwaters of everything, Allan Kardec, the Spirits book. You can get that on my site, nwspiritism.com. You can click on Allan Kardec's picture up on the upper right. Upper right. It will take you to the EDICEI bookstore. You can buy the book. You can also buy it on Amazon, and you can get all of Allan Kardec's, or the main 5 books of his. You can get them in PDF version, so it doesn't cost you anything. And that is how I started exploring Spiritism, as I found his writings in PDF. Didn't cost me anything. It changed my life. Again, so tonight, let's talk about Christ in the spirit realm. So what we're going to tell you now is on New Year's Day, the first day of 1920, the Spirit Arnell told the Reverend G. Vale Owen about his encounter with one of the manifestations of Christ during Christmas Eve in the spirit realm. And this really shows us as we said before, and you'll see this in the writings by Francisco C. Xavier, also called Chico Xavier, who was a great medium in Brazil, wrote more than 450 books, almost 500 books. And in the writings of him, Yvonne Pierre and others, we learn that spirits, as the higher spirits go, the more the ratio of matter to energy, right? So the higher energy, the higher you go, the higher the ratio of energy to the ratio of matter. And of course, the converse is true as you go in the lower zone and the dark abyss, which the lower zone is the area, it's right into earth crust, all the way to the level of heaven, where the errant spirits they're a higher ratio of matter than energy, and as you go up. So it just shows you the high spirit is just, is an immense amount of power. So, and then of course these spirits didn't get there because they were born into it, or they are other means. Every spirit, even Jesus Christ was low like us, right? Everyone who's a higher spirit, higher angel, what we've seen is everyone has deserved it. They have earned the right to be there. And as they continually progress, that's what we are told, is that heaven is not a place where you sit idle. You are continually educated and you progress up the ladders, right? You're always learning more, you're doing more, you're serving people more. So Arnell told him about what happened during Christmas Eve, and that he was in the great hall in the high level of heaven. with other spirits, who I said before, earned the right to live there. They resided in that sphere only after years of toil and hardships they slogged through as they ascended stage after stage of heaven. And he was in this hallway and he saw a child walking down the hallway, a most beautiful boy. Arnel could not take his eyes off the splendor and purity of the child. Then a very high spirit took the child onto his right shoulder. Everyone in the hall recognized the child as Jesus. Now again, Jesus can manifest as any way he so chooses. So he came to the gathering as a representation of the innocent of youth. And as the tall spirit marched down the aisle with Christ on his shoulder, the child grabbed flowers. So then Arnel detailed his experience. This is what he said. When he came to me, he gave me a pansy. That's the most like flower you know. As I took the stem between my fingers, he held it for a very little minute and looked into my eyes the while. The effect on me was this. I felt that he knew me and loved me apart from all the rest. There was between him and